Welcome back to Tabletop Assault. I'm David.
I'm Ross.
And today we're bringing an 1850 point battle report. We'll be actually showcasing some of the new Space Marine Codex rules, chapter tactics, doctrines. I'm using Imperial Fists.
And in kind, I'll be using Chaos Space Marines Flawless Host.
What are we playing?
So today we're going to play Cut Off the Head Internal War from chapter approved, I believe, 2018. Quite a confusing one. We don't think we've played this one before. I certainly don't recognise it.
Maybe Rob has, but I certainly haven't.
Yeah, so how this works is that you've got what can be described as 3 intel points, and you evenly distribute them between your characters. So if you've got 3 characters, each of them is going to have an intel point. Got 2, then you're going to distribute them 2 and 1. If you have no characters whatsoever, you have to give 1 intel point to your warlord, so whoever that might be. I think you can make a sergeant or something. So that's how you work if you've got there. So you've got those 3 intel points that you spread out. I think if you've got 1 character, it counts as 3. How this then works in terms of scoring point, there is going to be a central objective in the middle of the board. After the second battle round, whoever controls that objective will score 1 victory point. Now, you can only control that if you have a character nearby, no other units can score, and if they have the most intel points on them. So, for instance, if you've got, I think it's maybe if you have collective intel points. So whoever's got the most intel points within range of it scores a victory point. That starts every battle round after battle round 2. After battle round 3, you begin scoring in terms of how many intel you've still got left on the board. That includes people in transport. So if you've still got, you've lost 2 intel points, you're only going to score 1. And if you've still got all 3 intel points alive, you're going to score 3. Very confusing, but the main thing to remember is that they all happen at the end of battle rounds. One set begins at the end of battle round 2, and then all of the rules affect at the end of battle round 3, and then keep going forward. First Strike, Line Breaker, and Slay Warlord all apply.
So with all that, if you're still with us.
Oh my god,
that
was a lot, and I hope it was correct.
Anyway, let's take a look at the forces. Here we have my 1850 points of Imperial Fists, bringing in the new Space Marine Codex stratagems, chapter tactics and abilities. Going to showcase some of them for you today. So our battalion detachment, give me 8 command points to play with, and leading the detachment will be a captain in Gravis armor, Boltstorm Gauntlet, Mastercrafted Power Sword, and the armor Indomitus for his relic. He will have the Warlord trait Champions of Humanity, and just to let you know straight off the bat, I'll be spending 1 CP for Hero of the Chapter stratagem, which gives another character in my army an option of another Warlord trait as long as it's not the same. And that will be Storm of Fire, adding that onto the Lieutenant. Speaking of the other characters, we have the Lieutenant, Primaris Lieutenant with Mastercrafted Auto Bolt Rifle, Bolt Pistol, Frag and Crack Grenades. Chaplain in Terminator armor will have the Storm Bolter and Crozius Arcanum. And then we also have our troop choices. So we've got 3 troop choices. We have a sniper squad with sniper rifles, bolt pistols, camel cloaks. We then have intercessor squads, 2 10-man squads kitted out identically. All with bolt rifles, bolt pistols, 1 auxiliary grenade launcher in each squad, and frag and crack grenades. We then also have a Primaris Ancient with a bolt rifle, bolt pistol, and it's obviously its banner, along with the frag and crack grenades. An Inceptor squad with 12 assault bolters. Hellblaster squad, which has got 10 plasma incinerators, bolt pistol, frag and crack grenades. And then lastly, we have the Leviathan Dreadnought, the Relic Dreadnought with the Grav Flux Bombard, Storm Cannon Array, and Heavy Bolter. I should also mention I'm spending 2 command points off the bat to give my Chapter Master ability to the Captain in Gravis armor, so he will be a Chapter Master.
Here's my 1850 points of Chaos Space Marines Flawless Host. I will be in a battalion detachment, so 8 command points to use in this game. Just straight off the bat, I'm going to say, because I'm Flawless Host, I have to be Marcus Slanesh on pretty much everything in the detachment. Not going to pull off the same trick I pulled against Rich, was I had Khorne Berserkers with Flawless Host, and they absolutely tore them up, did a huge amount of damage. Can't do that anymore, you've got to be Marcus Slanesh. So, yep, none of that. So what have I got? I've got Demon Prince with Wings, Artifacts of Chaos, going to be Intoxicating Elixir, and the Warlord trait will be Ultimate Confidence. I've also got Psychic abilities, Warp Time and Smite, and Armed and Malefic Talons, Warp Bolter, and of course, Marcus Slanesh. Chaos Lord has got a Plasma Pistol and Power Sword. We've also got, for elites, a unit of 10 Chaos Terminators, The Terminator Champion's going to have a Combi Plasma and a Power Fist. And then the rest of the Terminators are going to have Combi Plasma times 9, Power Axe, and the Marcus Nesh. We've also got a unit of 10 Possessed with Horrifying Mutations and Marcus Nesh. In fact, they've also got an Icon of Excess as well to help out with their Death to the False Emperor. It's also got a unit of, for troops, 5 Chaos Space Marines, all armed with Bolt Gun, Bolt Pistol, Frag and Crack Grenades. Got another unit of 5 Chaos Space Marines, all armed with Bolt Gun, Bolt Pistol, Frag and Crack Grenades. Unit of 10 Chaos Cultists, all armed with Auto Guns. For his support, I've got 1 Chaos Predator with twin Last Cannon, and then he's got 2 Last Cannons. Got another Chaos Predator, the exact same, twin Last Cannon and 2 Last Cannons. And I've got a Chaos Predator with Predator Autocannon, 2 Heavy Bolters, and a Havoc Launcher because I had the points on there as well. I've also got a Flyer with, that's going to be a Helldrake with Bale Flamer and Helldrake Claws. And then for dedicated transport, I have 1 Chaos Rhino with 1 Combi Bolter. That's my 1850 points of Chaos Space Marines Flawless Host. Here we have the Flawless Host deployment. So I have 1 unit of Cultists up at this end, along with a Predator, 1 unit of Chaos Space Marines and another Predator. We then have our Chaos Space Marine Lord and our Demon Prince in the back there, giving lots of lovely rerolls. Now our Predator on this side, Chaos Space Marines, and then our Possessed and the Rhino here. Then I have a Helldrake up high, ready to swoop on down. And then obviously in Teleportarium, we have 10 Terminators ready to come in. With that, let's have a look at the Imperial Fists.
So here we have the Imperial Fist deployment. I've kind of turtled up. Leviathan on the flank. Intercessors here, 10 Intercessors there. 10 Hellblasters top and bottom floor. Underneath we have the Terminator Chaplain, Primaris Lieutenant, Primaris Ancient with the banner, and we have my Gravis Captain. Concealed deployment, we did reveal the sniper teams up here, and we've also got our Inceptors and Meteoric Descent. So with that guys, it's time to try and seize initiative. So we're looking for a Mighty 6, and oh boy do I really want initiative. That's a 4, so no seizing for the Imperial Fists. Let's move on to Flawless Host, turn 1.
Well, we're going to go into Flawless Host turn 1. Similar plan is just try and close up the gap a little bit here and try and control the centre. To control it, you actually need characters to do so. So my obvious choice there is Demon Prince. I mean, it's kind of what it does. I've got to be careful to make sure Dave doesn't pick apart the units that are going there, and hopefully the Predators can do a wee bit of damage as well. But simply pile on forward a wee bit there as well. We should mention here maybe at this point where the intel is going to go. In terms of characters, because I don't think we've talked about that yet.
No.
I'll do mine too. So 2 of my intel is going to go on Demon Prince, making him the priority, and then the Chaos Lord will take 1 as well.
So I've got 3, well I've actually got 4 characters, so I'm just going to evenly spread mine out. 1 intel on the Gravis, 1 intel on the Ancient, 1 intel on the Lieutenant, my apologies, and 1 intel on the Chaplain.
So basically your Ancient doesn't have any, and my
none at all.
Demon Prince has more. So yeah, let's barrel on forward and see where we end up. Finished up the Flawless Host movements. What have we done? We have moved and advanced our Possessed over on this side, just to try and barrel on forward as quick as possible. Just knowing the shooting phase, I will activate smoke on them, just in case I forget it's happening. In terms of the rest of the stuff, we have these Chaos Space Marines have all moved forward along with the Cultists. Predators stayed still. Our Demon Prince stayed still along with Chaos Lord. I'm not going to go forward quite yet. I know Dave has some new deadly stratagems for targeting characters. And we also have our Helldrake, who has flown over here, basically aiming for the Leviathan. I think I might not be in range yet, but I definitely want to try and engage it as soon as possible. With that, let's go on to the shoot. Well, Psychic, no. We won't be in range of Psychic Smite, and Warp Time don't want to do, so let's just go into the shooting phase. Starting up the shooting phase, I'm going to start with my Helldrake, going to open up with its Bale Flamer into these Hellblasters, try and fry a few of them.
So as they're now being targeted, I'm going to use the new stratagem Transhuman Physiology. Basically it'll mean unmodified wound rolls of 1, 2 and 3 always fail.
Okay, man, only wound on 3s.
I'm well aware, but I'm assuming there could be other things to go on them. So I might as well activate this now, because it's going to last the whole phase.
True.
If you choose to ignore them, that's fine, all the better for me.
Yep. So Bale Flamer, D6 automatic hits. 4, I will keep it. So it's going to be 3s to wound, strength 6.
Technically 4s to wound.
4s to wound, yep, you're absolutely right. Worth every, oh my goodness.
I'm happy.
Not a good start.
No wounds.
So we're going to go in with some heavy firepower here. We're going to activate kill shot for 1 command point, bring me down 6 on the predators. And it means all these predators will get one extra to their wound roll and damage when they target a vehicle or monster. Speaking of, let's start with the furthest away last cannons, straight into that Leviathan Dreadnought, because I hear they are monsters.
So I'm going to use one of the new stratagems from Space Marines.
Go for it.
For 1 CP, Duty Eternal, essentially halving the damage rounding up.
Okay. Okay, so it's going to be 4 shots from them, hitting on 3s, reroll 1s due to Demon Prince and also from Lord. So don't roll 2s. Right, reroll that 1. Okay.
It's 3's still good though.
3's still good. Better than none.
2s to wind.
2s to wins, no rerolls. 2 wins. I'm going to command point that. Can I command point it? Yeah, I did, because I didn't use a reroll last time, did I?
No, you used... No.
There we go, so it does work out.
So it'll be 4 up invul save.
4 up invul.
Here we go. Ooh. I'm going to let that 1 go through.
Yep, so it's going to be d6 damage, that's halved. For 3 rounded up.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2 wounds.
Down to 12.
It's not a good start from that predator there, but we've got another 4 last cannons coming its way. Let's see if the damage can be done.
Leviathan?
Yep, of course. So 4 shots, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, don't roll 2s. Okay, and wounding you on 2s, don't roll 1s. All 3 wounds. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
4 up invul. Failed 1, and I'm going to use my reroll now.
Yep.
4 up invul. Saved.
Gonna go with the Predator next. Now, I was debating going for the Hellblasters there because technically I'd be wounding them in 2s, which is good. Then David reminded me he activated Transhuman Physiology, ignoring wounds of 2 and 3. So, no. I'm actually going to go for Leviathan.
Leviathan's the biggest threat right now.
It's a huge, huge threat, and if I don't at least bring it down efficiency, it's going to cause problems. Or so I'm told. Let's put everything into it. Havoc launcher, everything. Let's just throw dice at it. 2d3 autocan hits, shots. Oh, that'll be only 3 shots. Okay. Hitting on 3s, reroll 1s. Don't roll 2s. Nice. Wounding you on 4s.
Yep, because of your kill shot.
Oh,
none.
Heavy bolters next. Gonna straight into Leviathan. Gonna be 6 shots, hitting on 3s, reroll 1s.
Take away the 2s.
1. Nope.
4s to
Wounding
win.
you on 4s.
Good kill shot.
Oop.
For 2 wins.
2 wins, minus 1 AP.
Brings me to a 3 up armor save.
Go for it.
Save them both.
And finally, I've got a Havoc launcher on that Predator, so d6 shots for 5. Let's see, 4, 5, yep. 3s, reroll 1s. Stop at 2s. And wounding you on 4s.
Yep.
For 2 wins.
AP.
None. 2 up
up.
armor save.
Yep, saved.
Gonna go with the cultists next. We're just gonna open up with the auto guns straight into these scouts. They may be well defended, but then again, everything is. It's gonna be 20 shots because I'm not far range, hitting on 4s, no rerolls.
Solid shot, by the way.
That's not bad.
I love how you said well defended. That's how Imperial Fists are. We dig in.
Dig in, and actually that's not the greatest. I did fail quite a few. And it's gonna be 5, well 3, 6, 9, yeah, just over half.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 5s to win though.
Sure is.
That was not bad. There we go, it's 5 wounds.
Okay, now they have camel cloaks, so that gives them an additional +2 to the cover save instead of 1, so they will be 2 up armor saves. Here we go. And they're all saved.
This unit of Chaos Space Marines is just going to open up with their bolters into these scouts. 1 isn't within rapid range, so 6 shots, hitting on 3s.
Oh boy.
Where's Demon Prince?
You're not in range, are you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
And it's going to be forced wins.
Oh boy.
Nope. 5 shots from the Chaos Space Marines straight into scouts, because I think that's the only thing they can really get at. Hitting on 3s, no rerolls.
So 3 hits.
3 hits. Wounding on 4s. For 2 wounds.
2 up, cover save. They're okay.
Now I'm going to charge the Helldrake. I tried to see if I was close enough to Leviathan. I'm not. Dave just parked a little bit back, and so can't quite reach it. I was debating the Intercessors, but they're going to be about 11, 12 inch charge. So I'm going to safe bet to shut down the Scouts, which is about 3 to 5 inch charge. It should be fairly reliable. So Dave, do you want to Overwatch me with Scouts?
Yeah, 10 sniper rifles, hitting on 6s. So we get 2 6s. Now, Imperial Fists, Chapter Tactics.
Yep.
I'll get, I believe, to roll 2 additional hits. I'll double check. Sorry guys, it's only on bolt weapons for the Imperial Fists, so those snipers do not get it, but there are still 2 hits. And it will be 5s to wound.
Yep.
6s are mortal wounds in addition. 1 wound.
1 wound, it'll be a 3 up save.
3 up save, yeah. Okay.
Well, that'll be a wound on the Helldrake. 2d6 charge, just really don't roll a double 1. Some nice hand at 7.
That's enough.
Yeah, that'll get me 7 high up here.
There he goes.
So Helldrake to attack first, it's going to be 4 attacks onto Scouts. Not going to activate the stratagem to reroll hits and wounds because I'm just happy to hold them down for now. 4 attacks, hit on 4s. Okay. No rerolls, no flawless rolls, no nothing. I'm going to be wounding you on 3s. 2 wounds, minus 1 AP.
So 5 up save.
Yep, D3 damage.
1 dice. So before I attack, guys, just want to point out we're using the Wobbly Syndrome rule. Base is too big, guys. We don't want to damage the model. Pile-in's taking the Helldrake to there. Okay, yep. So even though there's a gap, there's not. These guys are going to attack back. Guy at the front and these 3 here. So 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 5s. 4-0.
And that's it for the Flawless Host turn 1. Not gonna lie, that was pretty bad. I expect Killshot to reliably kill that Leviathan, and though it may have half the damage on it, you think, oh well, that might just, you know, slow it down, at least bring it to lower efficiency. Only 2 wounds, 8 last cannons, 2 wounds. Oh boy, I think I'm gonna pay for that one. With that, let's go on to Imperial Fists turn 1. Just to give you a recap on command points, it's going to be 2 to Imperial Fists and 6 for the Flawless Host, and no victory points yet.
Right, Imperial Fist turn 1, and we have hunkered down as we do, Imperial Fist style. We've built our defences, and it held. So what we're going to do now is we're probably going to return fire and try and kill some key targets. I think the scouts have to fall back. Leviathan has to come in, but more importantly, we need to kill a pred. That's the only objective. Kill 1 predator, stop kill shot. So move the scouts back, keep them in cover. Leviathan's moved on up. All the intercessors and hellblasters stayed still, but the commanders had a bit of shift and changing. Chaplains moved over, lieutenants in the middle, Gravis captains over here, ancients moved back a bit. Basically everyone, including Leviathan, all the units are within 6 inch radius bubbles. Speaking though, however, of the chaplain, we need to do his litancy of battle, or litany of battle. And I chose for this battle, it will be recitation of focus. Choose a friendly Astartes or chapter unit within 6 inches of him. They will basically add 1 to their hit rolls with ranged weapons. He's going to target the Hellblasters, so on a 3+, they'll get +1 to their hit rolls. They do, so they will have the litany of battle, recitation of focus. And with that, it's time to go into the shooting phase. We're going to start the shooting phase off with the 10 Hellblasters are going to shoot all their plasma incinerators at the middle predator with last cannons.
Okay.
So that'll be 10 shots. We're not in double tap range. Now we are hitting on 2s due to recitation of focus, and we will reroll all field hits due to the chapter master in Gravis armor, and we're supercharging it.
Absolutely.
So 2s reroll everything. That citation, the litany recitation, look at that. It's 3 extra hits.
Nice.
And then reroll these 2 1s for another 2 hits. So we've got 10 hits.
Nice.
Now we are wounding on 3s, and due to the lieutenant being nearby, I will reroll wounds of 1.
Beautiful.
Just don't roll 2s. We rolled 3 2s. Okay. That's better. I think I've got it.
Yep.
So -3 will be 6 up saves, and these are 2 damage apiece.
When you're in, are you not in Devastator Doctrine?
So I am. I totally forgot, guys. Yes, this is Devastator Doctrine, so no save at all. -4.
2, 4.
No, they will not get -1
Why not?
because that's for heavy weapons and grenades.
Oh,
they
you're
are rapid
rapid.
fire.
So
Devastator Doctrine doesn't take effect yet.
Okay, so I have a chance to survive. So that's 7 wounds.
Yes, you need to save, I think, 5.
Yep, so 6 up save.
6 up
Oh,
save.
no, I need to save 3 of them.
3, sorry, yeah. No.
Do I command point it? Do I command point it?
I could chuck them in at them though.
Yeah, I think you could just put small arms fire and just pluck away at it. It's going to be 4 up
I
save.
think the Heldrick needs to live.
Yeah, no, I'll take it. That'll be Predator down.
Does it
and
explode?
First strike. Oh, don't explode. That would be devastating on me if it explodes. No,
but that
no.
is first strike, as Ross said. Leviathan, Dead, Dreadnought to go next. Now, we should also mention, as it is Devastator Doctrine, I forgot their sniper shots actually have -1 AP in their Overwatch, but you failed anyway.
Yeah, I failed
So it
massively.
makes a difference. But in case you think we forgot, we did, and we're learning.
I did not.
No. So Leviathan's going to shoot everything into the Helldrake. Obviously, his heavy flamers are not in range, so they will not be shooting. But that will be starting off with the Grav Flux Bombard. So that will be D3 shots. Oh, and I will be using a command point, I should mention, for big guns never tire. So I've got 1 command point remaining. He ignores the effects of heavy.
Beautiful.
So D3 shots. I need to reroll it.
Do you though?
I'm going to spend my last command point.
Do you save damage or anything? Do you do random damage?
Oh, David! I'm out of command points and I've only got 1 shot. Oh
Yep.
well, that's what I get for being greedy.
Yeah, that's what you get for being greedy.
So 2s to hit, reroll all failed hits due to the Chapter Master. Will be hit. It'll be strength 9, so 3s to wound, reroll 1s due to the Lieutenant.
But you're going to roll 2. No!
Reroll that 1. Nope, we wound. So it's -5 AP, so straight to your...
5 up demon. Like that.
You always do it with a Helldrake.
Yep.
And then he has the Storm Cannon Array, 10 shots. Hitting on 2s, reroll 1s, or reroll everything, Chapter Master. So 3 1s there. Come on, Leviathan, get going. So they all hit. Strength 7, so wounding on 4s.
Wounding on 4s.
And reroll 1s. It's pretty darn good. Reroll these 1s, so 5 through so far. Okay, so that's many wins. Now I should have mentioned the Grav Flux would actually be an AP -6 there due to Devastator Doctrine. So that's that many wins. Now it's natural AP -2. It's now AP -3 due to Devastator Doctrine. So 5 up invuls.
How much damage?
2 apiece.
2 apiece. So 5 up invuls. 2.
It's not dead.
Not dead. He's down to. Is it down to 1 wound?
Yeah, you've got 1 wound remaining. Do you want to reroll one of them or?
Nah. I think you're just going to put small arms fire till he's gone.
My Terminator Chaplain in there is going to shoot his Storm Bolter.
Yeah, he's deep in there.
Yeah.
By the way, deep in there. Right.
Now he has a Terminator, so he will actually get to Bolter Discipline. So 4 shots into the Helldrake.
Yeah, because he did shift about a wee bit.
Yeah. Hitting on 3s, reroll all failed hits due to the Chapter Master. Wounding on 5s, but reroll 1s due to the Lieutenant. Okay. For 1 wound,
yeah, okay.
3 up save.
3 up save. Cool, cool, cool. I can dig it. See?
Nailed
I'm
it.
okay. I'm okay. Thank goodness this wasn't a tactical doctrine.
Primaris Lieutenant is going to go next with his master-crafted auto bolt rifle, which is now 3 shots. I think it used to be 2 into the Helldrake.
Okay, okay.
So we are going to go hitting on 3 plus.
Is the range 24?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was 18.
No, 24.
Go for it.
Reroll all failed hits due to Chapter Master. So we get 2 hits. Strength 4, so 5s to wound, reroll 1s.
That's not
Nope.
ones.
Okay. Primaris Ancient with his bolt rifle is going to go next. Now, he actually did move to make way for the reshuffle of characters. into the Helldrake, but it means he's only going to get one shot.
Do it.
3s to hit, reroll failed hits. Oh no. We hit.
Okay, yeah.
5s to win, reroll 1s due to Lieutenant. Nope. So that means I will actually now need to commit an Intercessor squad into him. So we're going to do the Intercessors, first squad here, and they have not moved, so both are discipline, means you can double tap. We're going to kind of split their shots. 4 of the guys, including the 1 auxiliary grenade launcher guy, is going to put his shots into Helldrake.
Okay.
And the other 5 will double tap into those Marines.
Sounds good.
So we're just going to do the grenade first from the auxiliary grenade launcher, which is 30 inches. So we hit.
Yep.
It'll be 5s to win, reroll 1s. We don't wound. Now that would have got Devastator Doctrine if I got that through as well.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah. 8 shots with the other 4 guys. So hitting on 3s, reroll everything. Okay. I haven't been factoring in the bolt 6s with those guys, but I believed there was none. That was with the characters.
We're going to say no, because I forgot.
I believe I got none.
Yep.
However, we do get 1 there, so that's 1 additional hit after rerolls.
Yep.
And then we will be 5s to win, reroll 1s. Okay. That was a 6. So 4 so far. 5 at -1.
Yes, 4 up saves. 4 up saves to save the Helldrake. This is the Helldrake, isn't it?
Yes. No. Do you want to re-roll it?
I'll force you to put an unit into it. I'm going to have to.
Mm-hmm. So re-roll 1.
Reroll 1. No.
Still.
Nope. So I'm down to think 5 command points.
Does he explode?
Do I want him to? Either way, he doesn't.
And the last unit to shoot are these Intercessors here. They haven't moved. They're going to double tap into, half of them are going to double tap into these Marines, so 10 shots there. Other 10 shots double tapping into Cultists.
Sounds good.
Go with the Marines ones first.
Yep.
So 10 shots, hitting on 3s, reroll everything. Because I've seen everything.
Remember, 6s, you get an additional hit.
Mm-hmm. So that's another 3 additional hits. I'm going to be honest, if I forgot it already on camera, guys, apologies, because I may have done that.
Okay.
So that's all the hits, and then we are 4s to win, reroll.
So this is the Chaos Space Marines?
Yes, 4s to win, reroll 1s.
Okay.
So reroll those 1s.
Yep.
This is looking very bad for these Marines. Very bad. So that's a total of 10 wounds.
4 up saves.
Yeah, -1.
Next turn it's going to be 5 up saves.
It's cocked.
It's okay, yeah.
I think you're looking alright. Yeah, so you'll lose 3. Just take 3 off the back.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do another 10 shots into the Cultists, who I think are doomed.
Think away.
Okay, 10 shots, hitting on 3s, reroll everything. So we've got 6 so far. That was a terrible shot. Okay, so 11 hits because of the additional 1 for 6.
Yep.
3s, reroll 1s.
Is that 9?
5, 9 wounds at -1, so that's 9 dead Cultists.
Morale phase for the Chaos. So the Chaos Space Marines, they lost 3, meaning I will lose another 1 and a 6. We're fine. And the Cultist, he is gone automatically. He is gone.
So that brings an end to Imperial Fist Turn 1, and that was very successful. If you look at the board, we've cleared a lot of Ross's ground troops, punched a hole in the Predators, and killed the Helldrake. So all the objectives were achieved. We've still got a very good chunk of our force still intact. Time to hand it over. Oh, score, sorry, I should mention, is 1-0 for first strike to the Imperial Fists. I'm on 0 command points. Ross, you're on?
I think I'm on about 5.
Yeah, we'll double check. Ross can tell you in a minute. But either way, guys, hand it over to Flawless Host Turn 2.
Well, that was quite a devastating turn from the Imperial Fists there. Leviathan just doing Leviathan things, but the small arms fire really did clear out a few areas there as well. Okay, fair enough. I may need to start being a bit more aggressive with my characters, trying to censor and try and claim more points. I think we're going to be in a little bit more trouble now as the combat doctrines begin to change. So David, you've got a few things to do?
Yes, I'm going to be changing from Devastator Doctrine to Tactical Doctrine because the meat and bones of my army is rapid fire.
Yep.
And I will now be doing, again, starting a battle round, my Lieutenancy of Battle from the Chaplain in there. Going to put it again on the Hellblasters to give them +1 to hit rolls for this battle round, so on a 3+. We get it, so +1 to hit for them. I'd also like to mention, during that battle round, guys, I actually forgot my Warlord trait Storm of Fire. So, any wound rolls of a 6 there, 10 rounds in 6 inches of the Warlord trait that's on the Lieutenant, remember, then there would have been -1 additional AP. But I think it wouldn't have made a difference.
You killed nearly everything you looked at, so... And that is it for the Chaos Space Marine movement. What have I done? I've advanced the Rhino. I thought about trying to maybe deploy the Possessed, but I was still quite far away. So I managed to advance and move me up about 15-16 inches. So that means if I do survive, those Possessed, no question, I'll go absolutely to town charging in. Terminators have dropped in. Now, unfortunately, due to the Intercessors here, the Leviathan and the Scouts, it made my sort of deployment kind of tricky. I'm able to 9-inch charge just about everything here if I wanted, but I really need to make that charge and start shutting down units. Chaos Space Marines moved up behind them. Our Chaos Space Marines here advanced to allow the bit of manoeuvrability for the Demon Prince. And of course my Predator stayed still, with the Chaos Lord staying back to reroll 1s. With that, let's go into the Psychic phase. Gonna attempt Warp Time with the Demon Prince. Simply all I want to do is try and cast on themselves, so I can get better onto the point. Can't cast on Terminators for anyone asking, because they said you can't do that anymore when you deep strike in. So simply just try and get them on the point and hopefully start scoring. So it's going to be a 6 cast, 3 and a spin, a 1. So it fails. I could spend a command point here, but I think I'm going to leave it. I'm not that desperate for victory points just yet. So I'm going to leave it and conserve my command points because I'll need a few of them shortly. Going to start the Shun phase with the Chaos Terminators. I'm really hoping they're going to do a bit of heavy lifting here. Going to activate Veterans along more of them, so they get +1 to wind rolls. Now I'm going to put 6 of them which are rapid firing into the Intercessors at the far there, beside the Possessed. I'm then going to put 3 rapid firing into Leviathan, and 1 that is not within rapid fire is just going to fire at Leviathan.
Okay.
So we're going to start with 12 shots.
Into the Intercessors.
Into Intercessors, 3 step, reroll 1s.
Supercharging. I believe you were supercharging?
Oh, of course I'm supercharging.
Oh, okay, because I thought you were...
No, of course. So yeah, that's 1 Terminator dead.
Just the one guy at the far back.
Yeah, we'll just go on 1 to the back.
Cool.
Choose the wins. Oh, okay.
Let me just take this away. These are all 2 damage apiece, so that's 3, 6, 7 wounds. -3.
Yep.
So it'll bring me to a 6 up, plus the cover back to a 5 up.
5 up save.
Oh boy! So I've saved 3 of them, and I've lost 4 of them, and I will now roll for the banner. It's now changed to a 4+.
Okay.
So on a 4+, they'll get to shoot back.
There's always a 4+, just...
Yeah, the relic increased it.
Thank goodness!
So I'll get 3 of them firing back. Let's get that ready. So I've taken off the 4 guys that have died, and remember 3 of them will get to shoot back, so that'll be 6 shots due to Bolter Discipline. And yeah, we're hitting on 3s, reroll everything, and that's on the Terminators. Reroll everything due to the Chapter Master.
And 6s you get an additional. Is it in the Shun phase or?
Oh, I think it's just every time I roll a 6 to hit.
Let's have a check.
We double checked, yep, it's whenever it's with a ranged weapon, so those 6s are 2 extra shots, so that's 8 hits in total. Wounding on 4s and reroll 1s due to Lieutenant. Oh wow, so that's 6 wounds now. Wait a minute, there's a couple of strange things happen here. So we're in Tactical Doctrine, so they're all AP -2. And due to Storm of Fire from the Lieutenant's Warlord trait, they're AP -3.
Okay, I'm not on cover.
No.
So they're going to be 5. These 3 are going to be 5 up saves. So 1 Terminator's dead.
And these are 4 up saves.
And these are 4 up saves.
2 Terminators die.
So after that, let's face it, unmitigated disaster, the first round of shooting, I killed 4 Intercessors but lost 3 Terminators. Oh boy. So I've got these 3 over to supercharging, and he's going to be supercharging but obviously only putting out 1 shot, so it's going to be a total of 7 shots. I'm now going to do them individually because I'm scared.
Yeah, these are the Leviathan one.
Yeah, because I might die. So first one. Oh my word. So reroll that one. So we'll go 1 hit. Guy behind him. So now a hit.
2 hits.
Next guy.
3 hits.
And last one. There we go.
That wouldn't be 5 hits, it would be 4 hits though. Would it not? Oh no, you're right, sorry,
Oh,
I apologise. Yeah,
yeah,
you're really
5
right.
hits.
5 hits.
Okay.
Good.
Wounding on your toughness 8.
Yes, 4s.
Wounding on
5s.
3s because I've got bets of long war.
Sure do. Oh my word, that's tragic.
1 wound.
-3, bringing it to a 4-up invul.
4-up invul.
Failed, so I'm down to 8 wounds remaining. Why did I say 8? I mean 10 wounds. Sorry guys.
Last cannon predator next. Let's face it, Leviathan. I've got to do the damage here. If I don't, all kinds of tragedies. So, yeah, predator. 4 last cans. Can't activate kill shot anymore because my other predator's dead. Hit on 3s, reroll 1s. Don't roll 2s.
Okay, let's do 2s.
And 3
wins.
wins. Don't roll 1s and 2s. 2s are the bane of my life. 4-up invul.
Saved.
Other predator here, going to put everything just into Leviathan. I need to bring down its efficiency, it's paramount. 2d3 predator scan shots. For
4 shots?
4 shots. Hitting on 3s, reroll 1s. Reroll 1s. Yep.
Okay.
Wounding on, I believe 5s.
5s, yep.
Nope. Heavy bolters next. Oh my goodness. Head on 3s, reroll 1s. Where was that earlier in the game?
There you go, solid.
5s to wound. Yeah, I could have done with this a bit earlier on.
-1 brings me to a 3-up save.
Sure does.
I'm down to 9 wounds. Do you want to quickly do the...
Havoc launcher,
yeah.
yep. D6 shots for 1.
Okay.
Head on 3s, reroll 1s. Wounding on 5s. Nope.
No.
Gonna put the 5 bolter shots into the scouts because I'm not in rapid fire range. 5 shots. Hitting on 3s, reroll 1s. Reroll them 1s.
Okay.
Yep. Wounding you on 4s. For
Okay.
1 wound.
2-up save, because I'm in cover with our camel cloaks. Saved.
4 shots from these Chaos Space Marines, just rapid fire because they are into the scouts. Head on 3s, no rerolls. They don't need them.
Solid snipers.
4 wounds. 2 wounds.
2-up save due to cover. Both saved.
War bolter from Demon Prince just in range of the intercessors on the side there.
The ones that have been hurt already.
Yeah, try and bring down more. So 2 reroll 1s. Now I need to roll 2s.
Okay, 2 hits.
Wounding on 4s. No. And to finish up my shooting phase, just going to activate Endless Cacophony on the Terminators. Put up another load of shots from them. As long as I get to fire twice, I'm going to put it all into Leviathan. 5 of them are in rapid fire range for 10 shots, and 2 of them are not for a further 2. Give me 12. So 12 shots, 3, 6, and 12, yep.
Supercharging it.
Of course. Head on 3s. Now imagine dealt because I killed one, but I'll supercharge and risk it all. 3s, reroll 1s. Not a single one.
We should have kind of rolled that separately probably, but
I'm going to keep that roll.
it's fine.
When do you ever roll your Hellblasters separately?
You're totally right, you're totally right. I think we've been called out in that before.
Wounding on, you can choose to, but you might
Yeah.
suffer more casualties, but I don't think you've ever died of supercharge before.
Yeah.
Wounding on 3s.
Yes, because of vets.
For that's more like it. Plenty
Okay.
of wounds.
Now I'm getting nervous, because that's solid. Yeah, wow. So you've got, what, 6, 7 wounds?
Yep.
So 4-up invuls, or...
Die.
I don't think I'm coming out of this in a good way.
Roll the dice first and we'll decide this one. No, you're
Nope,
not.
I think I'm dead.
I think so as well.
Yep, that'll be 10 wounds. I only got 9 remaining. Does he explode? Please don't, because it's tragic if he explodes.
Is it on a 6 or 4?
I think it's on a 6. We'll double check after we roll. Well, it
No,
won't be a
no,
1.
No, it won't be a 1.
But yeah, Leviathan bites the dust.
On to the charge phase. Terminator's going to announce charge. I'm going to charge both the intercessor units here. Simply, I need to shut down both. I really need to just keep them from firing next turn, otherwise that tactical launcher is going to hurt.
So, because it's both squads, I'm going to shoot the auxiliary grenade launchers in each squad. So 2 shots from those grenades, which will be crack grenades. And then there's 28 rapid firing bolters.
Go for it.
So we'll do the 28 rapid fire. We'll do the grenades first.
Yeah, do the grenades.
Just do them at the same time. So we're looking for 6s to hit, reroll all field hits. Okay.
Okay.
3s to wind, reroll 1s, shoot the lieutenant.
Show me the 2s.
There's 1 wind.
2
winds. Now we're no longer in Devastator Doctrine, so these are just -1.
I think grenades. Don't grenades go off in the assault doctrine? No, it's pistols and combat
it's
weapons.
heavy and grenades in the first one.
Yeah, so it's going to be minus what IP?
-1.
So it's going to be 3 plus save. Oh my, well, I need to keep the reroll for the charge.
Yep.
So is it D3?
Yeah.
So roll the first one. So if you get 3 plus, kills Terminator.
Yep.
And another Terminator, 3 plus to kill another one.
No.
No, just down to 1
So
wound.
1 dies. Obviously you're doing this from the back.
Yeah, it means I'll lose reroll, but I'm charging forward anyway.
We'll take him away.
Yep.
And we'll just put a wounded unit in the back, because we won't lose that charge. And then the 28 bolters, hitting on 6s, reroll everything. And the 6 is an additional hit as well.
Yep, so should we come back to this?
Yeah, we need to come back.
This is going to be complicated.
Yeah. So after rerolls, we rerolled everything. We got 11 6s after the Chapter Master rerolls. With my Chapter Tactic, all 6s when shooting a range weapon, doesn't matter what phase, is an additional hit. So those 11 hits in Overwatch have become 22 hits. Ross did see it and witnessed it. It did happen.
Yep.
So
I'm like dying inside.
22 hits in Overwatch.
4 reroll 1s.
Yeah, 4 reroll 1s due to Lieutenant. We'll be right back. I've rolled a lot of 3s though.
Yep.
It's not looking that great. So after the reroll wins, we've got these many wins on AP -2 due to Tactical Doctrine. And these 6s due to Storm of Fire and Tactical Doctrine are AP -3.
So let's do the AP -3 first. That's going to bring me down to 5 plus save.
Yes.
5 plus save. 3, so I'll kill 1 and kill another.
Just take the guy off the back.
Yeah, just keep taking them off the back. And then these will be the AP -2, so there'll be
correct,
4 up saves. Which will be another Terminator dead. So, oh my words. For those counting at home, that is 7 Terminators killed in my own turn. Gonna charge. I'm going to command point. I'm down to 1 command point after this.
You get a 5 plus? Nope.
And I'm just going to put these Chaos Space Marines, going to make a charge into these scouts, just try and tie them up.
Okay, so 9 sniper rifles, hitting on 6s.
They don't have bolt weapons, do they?
They have bolt pistols, but I'll double check if they...
I would go with the mortal wounds you might get. Because if you get 6 mortal
Good
wounds...
point, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the bolt pistols are actually replaced as well.
Oh,
from
right.
Sniper rifles. I'm going to say they don't. Anyway, we're going to go with, so...
6s.
No additional hits from, because they're not bolt weapons, but we get 3 hits.
Uh-huh.
And no additional AP because Devastator Doctrine's off.
Sure is.
So it'll be...
4s to win,
4s to
6s
win.
are mortal wounds in addition.
So 1 guy dies, and it's a mortal wound in addition.
So 2 saves.
No.
Yeah, so
Yes, 2 saves, sorry.
saves.
2 saves on the last guy.
3 up. He's toast. That is it for Flawless Host turn 2. That was a disaster. I lost 7 Terminators in my own turn. Failed to charge. I lost the Chaos Space Marine unit. And I killed, what, 4 Intercessors and a Leviathan?
Killing the Leviathan though.
Okay, no points yet. No points yet. And I do have a character that is moving into range Starcrow points. Dave does have 1 point for first strike. In terms of command points, I've got 1 left. Dave has none. Let's go into what I think is going to be a very devastating, or Tactical Doctrine, turn 2 for the Imperial Fists.
Okay, Imperial Fist turn 2. We're sticking by our mantra of digging in, building our defences, and it's worked. We managed to repel the Terminator charge. Yeah, Imperial Fists with their chapter tactic now are quite a thing to be reckoned with. I think the plan for this turn, guys, is going to be trying removing as much of Ross's ground force as we can. Maybe try and pick off that rhino, because inside the rhino is possessed. And they can do multi-damage. So what we need to do now is just crack on and see how we get on. So, into turn 2 for the Imperial Fist movement, I have dropped in the Inceptors. Scouts are staying still, and this blob of Intercessors and Hellblasters are staying still. I could have moved the Hellblasters back, but I've got a funny feeling they're going to probably what's kill is in front of them, and I want to still be in range to start damaging these units up here when the time comes. I don't want to fall back to start having to move forward again. So yeah, let's crack on. Starting off, the Hellblasters, who are recitation of focus due to the chaplain, are going to rapid fire their incinerators, supercharging obviously into the rhino. We need to open that up.
Absolutely.
20 shots. Hitting on 2s due to the litany, or litany, whatever it's called, and reroll all failed hits. Take away these 1s. Okay. So 1 Hellblaster will die.
No, it won't, because you've got +1 to your litany.
Oh yeah.
So you're fine.
I'm fine, but that's still a failed hit though.
That's a failed hit. You've got 19 hits.
Yeah, so 19 hits. But yes, you're actually totally right. Yeah. Is it unmodified? Do they die? I think. Or?
It's unmodified. It's no, it's modified. So if you had +1, they're safe.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, they're okay. So no one dies. 19 hits though, and remember the chapter doesn't impact that because they're not bolt weapons. So yeah. And
3s to wounds, no armor save.
Yeah, 3s to win, no armor save.
Those doctrines and effects because you're rapid fire.
Yeah. So it's definitely dead.
Yeah, that's.
And any 6s is actually an additional AP in top due to Storm of Fire as well. That was a 3, I think.
Yep.
Either way, that's gone.
Yeah. See if it explodes. Think it'd only affect you if it explodes.
Well,
yeah, we'll have a look at that.
So just before we place down the guys, it's time to work out the explosion. Now it's only going to hit this Intercessor squad at the front for D3 mortal wounds. For 2, so that will kill an Intercessor, and then on a 4+ due to the banner,
yep,
you'll get to shoot back. Nope, but 1 Intercessor will die.
The possessed have now disembarked, so we're going to see if any of them die when they're disembarking. So in 1s they will perish. For 3 possessed going down.
Corner 5-man Intercessors. Oh, we actually forgot. Last turn I should have done a morale check for them.
Right, okay.
So I'm going to do that just now. I'm going to double check the leadership. I believe the leadership 8, but I'll be back in a second. So those Intercessors with the Sergeant are leadership 8. So it'll be a 5 to fail, rerollable. They're okay. We're just going to continue. Now those 5 Intercessors are going to shoot all their shots into the possessed. So we're just going to go all the bolt guns, because we are in the tactical doctrine. So 10 shots, hitting on 3s, reroll everything due to the chapter master. Any 6s is extra hits, which we'll come back to in a second. So there's another 3 hits in there, so that's 13 hits in total. And I'm assuming your toughness 4.
Toughness 4 indeed.
4s to wound, reroll 1s due to the lieutenant.
Yep.
Okay.
6s are another -1 AP.
Yeah, so 6s due to Storm of Fire from Lieutenant will be -3 AP. These will all be -2 AP due to Tactical Doctrine.
Now I do have a 5-up invul save, so I think they're just going to either be 5-up invuls.
They will all be 5-up invuls actually.
Yes.
Yeah, totally right.
5-ups. 2 wounds piece.
That's really bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 are killed.
And 1's down to 1 wound.
And 1's down to 1 wound.
The chaplain hidden in there is going to Storm Bolter the possessed. 4 shots, hitting on 3s, reroll everything. No, Storm, yeah, it's a bolt weapon, you're right. So 2 additional hits.
Reroll that 1.
And reroll that 1. Oh my.
I literally had a dice ready for you, David. I don't know why. Something inside me said.
The chaplain's Storm Bolter just turned into 7 shots. 7 hits. This chapter tactic's broken.
It's hurting my feelings.
Yeah, so 7 hits.
4's reroll 1s.
4's reroll 1s due to Lieutenant.
At least there's no 6s.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
So,
Too soon.
the 4s are AP -2, AP -3, but again, it's just going to go to 5-up
Storm
pinball.
Bolter wouldn't it only be AP -1?
Oh, sorry, yes, apologies. AP
Buying everything I can here.
AP -2 for them.
No, AP -1 for them, AP -2.
You're totally right. I am getting my things mixed up. Tactical Doctrine, AP -2 Storm of Fire,
Yeah.
AP -1 Tactical Doctrine.
5 up save. No.
That's a 2, so that's a fail.
Of course twos. And then 4 up saves.
Oh my word, so they're dead. Next up is Lieutenant, who's going to shoot his Master Crafted Bolt Rifle into the Terminator, so Assault 3, hitting on 3s, rerollable. Okay, rerollable. Okay, had to be. So far, you're not liking this.
It's hurting so much, David.
Okay, 4 shots then. Wounding on 4s, reroll 1s. So these are all going to be -1 AP due to Tactical Doctrine.
Mm-hmm. And they're 2 damage.
2 damage apiece, yeah.
So any 1s or 2s is a dead Terminator.
Yeah. Oh my word. Company Ancient, Primaris Ancient is going to use his bolt rifle, just the same as Intercessors, into the Terminator. So it'll be 2 shots because he stayed still. Hitting on 3s, rerollable. Okay.
Finally!
Okay, so 1 hit.
Yep.
Wounding on 4s, reroll 1s due to Lieutenant. And that will make it AP -3, because the bolt rifle's -1, Tactical Doctrine, Storm of Fire.
Just one damage?
Yeah.
Oh, we're fine. See?
You are fine.
Done it. Woo!
Scouts, 9 of them into the Terminator. Snipers, they stayed still, so hitting on 3s. No additional shots and no rerolls. Wounding on 4s and 6s are mortal wound in addition.
2 6s and this table's getting flipped, David. I might survive.
So 3 wounds,
Yep.
no AP, no Tactical Doctrine benefit.
Don't roll 1s. Oh, I mean,
No, you can't flip the table, that was your fault.
I know, David. I'm just going to jump out a window. This is it, you know. Jeez, oh.
Scepters next with the Assault Bolters. 6 shots a guy, 36 shots into the Predator.
Good, okay.
They will get the Bolter rule as well, or the Chapter Tactic.
Chapter Tactic, 6s are an additional hit. There's not many 6s.
No, we'll be right back. So we've got a ton of hits there, not a lot of 6s though, but a ton of hits, so 5s to wound. I think it looks better than it is. It's actually pretty darn good. Yeah, so we're currently in Tactical Doctrine, and that assault weapon there, so that is -2 AP because it's -1 naturally.
5 up save.
Yep. So you've taken 3, 6, 9 damage.
I'm down to 2 wounds.
And last to shoot is these 10 Intercessors at front. We're going to split half their shots and their Bolter discipline, so double tapping, half into these Chaos Space Marines.
Yep.
Other half into the Predator. We're in range to do that. So,
lovely.
First 10 into the Predator. 3s to hit, reroll everything due to the Chapter Master. That's cocked. And 6s are, oh my. Okay, so there's 3 additional hits. And we'll reroll. Okay, so there's another 3 hits. So
this going in the Predator, yeah?
Yeah. So we get 13 hits. It'll be 5s to wound.
6s are additional -1 AP.
Because of Storm of Fire from Lieutenant.
So you're -2 at the moment.
Yep. So there's 3 6s. Okay, so that one's -2. And those 3 are -3.
So we'll do the -2 first, because why not? So that's a 5 up save.
Nailed it.
Make. And then I'm going to need 2 6s. Not even close.
Does he explode?
I hope not. No.
And the last 5 shots, or 10 shots I should say, because they're rapid firing into Chaos Space Marines. So 3s, reroll everything. 1 6. Okay, so the 6 will just bring it back to 10 hits. And 4s to wound.
Reroll 1s.
Reroll 1s.
And the 6s are an additional -1.
Yep. So those 3 6s are AP -3 due to Storm of Fire. And these are all -2 due to the Tactical Doctrine that's in effect.
Did you pick up 3s there?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I did indeed. There you go.
So we'll do these first. These are -2.
Yes.
5 up saves. So 3 are dead, and these ones are going to be
6 up.
6 up. Squad's got not even close.
So that brings an end to Imperial Fist turn 2, and that was probably the most devastating turn of all. We have, if you look at the board, kind of wiped out everything, with the exception of Ross's 2 characters and the last Predator.
Yeah, David, I'm done. That was devastating. The amount of rules and everything. Oh my crikey.
There's definitely a lot to discuss about Space Marines. They have changed dramatically. Okay guys, thanks for watching. You have just got to see Imperial Fists in probably a glorious form, using a lot, if not actually quite a lot of the new Space Marine rules.
Yep.
Big turn 1, I did forget a few of the stuff, such as your rerolls.
Don't think that hurt you.
No. Storm of Fire, I think I forgot. Either way,
that hurt you.
Either way, it got quite scary for Chaos.
Sure did. I was devastated.
So, a couple of key points I need to raise. For Space Marines now, great deterrence with the transhuman, whatever it's called. Basically, you get to ignore modified wounds of 1, 2, and 3. It just deters someone from targeting them. And if they do target them, you're quite well defended. So
I think that's going to be very good for things that are multi-wounds, that are toughness 4. So things like Terminators.
Oh yeah.
You know, you're going to be like, cool, I'm going to fire strength 8 stuff at you. No, you're not.
Yeah.
Because I'll ignore, instead of it being 2/3 successful, it'll only be half successful.
Yeah.
So that's quite good. High strength shots against your infantry, it's going to deter them significantly. I think that's excellent.
It is excellent. It's going to keep you going a little bit longer. Also, the halving damage now on vehicles. Wow. Or on dreadnoughts, sorry.
I think it's just dreadnoughts.
Yeah, that is brilliant. That's going to keep your dreadnoughts kicking a lot longer as well.
So with some of the bigger dreadnoughts you now see for... Now, I wasn't very impressed by your Leviathan there. I'd like to hear what people's thoughts are in terms of optimal, and I've seen a few online people fight about this pretty hard.
I always say 2 Stormery, I just don't own 2. But I go with 20 autocannon shots.
Well, there's your birthday present. I'm not buying you Leviathan. Another one for Imperial Fists. Fair enough, I've never really played against him, but that Grav, you did explain it did sound like it hurt, but it's such a short range, it moves it into too much of a vulnerable position.
I think the Grav is an interesting one. So when I've used it twice now, and I've used it once against Rob, but it was phenomenal, and once against yourself here, which mediocre at best.
Yes.
So the Grav is, it sounds really enticing to go for vehicles because you're going to convert your damage from 2 to 5.
Yep.
However, what vehicle is going to be a squadron size of 5 or more?
Yes, you're only going to ever put out D3 shots.
Exactly. However, if your opponent was to chuck 10 Terminators at your Leviathan, it becomes very scary because that Leviathan gets D3 additional shots per 5 models. So a 10-man squad will give you 3 D3 shots at strength 9, -5, damage 2.
Right, okay, that could be spicy. Even against hordes, that's not bad.
No.
Because if you're putting out against, let's say, a unit of, let's say 30 boys, what's that? That's going to be 7 D3 because you've got your 6 per 5-man squads and then a 7. So it's 7 D3 shots at strength 9 -3 AP, D3 damage.
It's going to be 2 damage when it's against anything.
Hordes are roughly going to be. That's still potentially 21 shots.
And then you think about
5 and 6s.
strength 9, you're hitting on 2s.
Yeah.
You're basically, any of your multi-wound stuff like your Primaris, your Terminators, it's going to beeline for this. It's actually really good against that. But I do prefer the 20 shots with the 2 Stormberries on either side because their autocannons are additional AP of -2.
Can you get any bolter weapons on it?
You probably can, but I don't care about that.
Well, only because your bolter rule, say if you've got like some crazy that did like... I wonder what Dreadnoughts would do have a lot of bolter shots.
I would just bring Devastators when I want to go bolters.
I think you might bring Centurions. 100%.
I was hoping we weren't going to talk about that. That was my surprise for the next time we use them. Anyway, no spoilers. Moving on though, that was pretty damn good. I think Space Marines do have a lot of tricks up their sleeve now.
Yes.
Imperial Fists. Ignoring cover, so your opponent can't hide.
Yep, nice.
Anymore. You've just clearly seen how much the additional hits for hit rolls of 6 really does impact the game.
Yep.
For example, my Overwatch, I get 22 hits. That, I don't know a Tau player that's achieved that.
Nope.
No,
nope.
It's insane. The tactical doctrines as well for all Space Marines can be very well placed.
Depends how your army is made, but if you specialise in one, it's going to be very interesting, I think, when Imperial Fist supplement comes out. That's going to be... I think there's going to be a lot of interesting how it synergizes. You choose to go very much the tactical way, which is a lot of bolters, and when that did happen in the second battle round,
Oh my word.
Oh my word. Already I think Primaris are very good for the -1 AP. I think that's very good. And the extended range. But being -2 AP...
Potentially
like,
-3 with Storm of Fire.
Storm of Fire potentially -3. You're putting out Plasma AP with bolters.
And they have weight of shots as well, the bolter discipline, so...
Yeah, and if you stay still, you're
scary.
just... mix in your Chapter Master and Lieutenant and you're just laughing it to my demise.
Yes, I'm well aware. It was brutal, guys, and you can be very harsh with this, but we did want to showcase Space Marines in their prime, and well, we only really have we've got White Scars, but Imperial Fists is probably our main Space Marine faction.
Sure.
If you think about it, it's probably our largest.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe get some other things out next time, see what other kind of tactical doctrines can impact it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Comment, share, like and subscribe. Check us down below for the social media links to our Facebook page, Patreon if you wish to support the channel. We hope to see you in another one of our Tabletop Assault Battle Reports.